Welcome to Secret HQ Reviews. It's been a while, but here we go again. Today we'll be reviewing Senua Saga Hellblade 2, the latest game from Ninja Theory. This long-awaited sequel has finally come home. This time we get a more confident and stronger Senua, who has allowed herself to be captured by the Viking marauders who've attacked and burned her home down. She draws purpose from the death of her loved ones, and accepts her condition as part of who she is. She no longer views the voices in her head as a hindrance, but more so as an ally as she seeks to take the fight to her enemies on their home turf. Before making it to their destination, they're shipwrecked, and thus begins Senua Saga. And that's where I'm going to stop the story, and we'll move on to other things. This game is positively gorgeous. What Ninja Theory's put together with the Unreal Engine 5 is nothing short of breathtaking. Everything from the stunning landscapes to the actors' models is incredibly lifelike and jaw-dropping. This is a true next-gen visual experience for the senses. And while we're talking about senses, the audible experience in Senua Saga is otherworldly. One of the greatest and most interesting aspects of the Hellblade franchise is its use of audio, whether it's the unsettling silence or the off-putting background noise from the voices inside Senua's head. But you really need to use a good headset. It doesn't even have to be that good of a headset. Even some of the more simplistic and budget-friendly headsets will work just fine with this game. I use the Turtle Beach Stealth 500 and 600s for part of my experience with this game, as I'm currently reviewing them, and they worked phenomenally. It was hard to differentiate how good the audio was on these headsets versus my much more expensive Elite Pro headset. The binaural audio is exceptionally well done. Their use of audio is mind-melting, and when playing the game, it feels as though you're right there in the world, from the ocean waves to the wind and those voices that are in your head. It feels like there's some invisible entity speaking to Senua while circling her in a judgmental way. And much like the original game, these voices are her inner monologue. They still tell her that what she should have done, how she failed, maybe how she could have done things better, but they all are working against her and sometimes for her because they do bring to light other objectives that maybe you as a player haven't seen yet. Along with the phenomenal audio is the soundtrack, and to me, this is one of the best soundtracks to come out of any gaming experience I've ever had. I especially like the Icelandic music. The throat singing maybe is what it's called. It's both ominous, effective, and extremely satisfying to listen to. The original game was kind of deemed as a small AA title that gained AAA success. So surely that means that this is going to be one of those sprawling, large AAA titles, right? You'd be wrong there. Senua Saga is still very much a small and intimate game, which spans 6 chapters. Across those 6 chapters, it took me roughly 6 hours to complete. And admittedly, I was probably rushing through the game a little bit, because I definitely only got maybe roughly half of the total collectibles that I could have collected in the game. Having said that, I figure that the person who's going to be doing a full 100% completion of this game, you're looking at probably somewhere between 8 to 10 hours total completion, 100% all achievements. And I really don't think that the length of the game hurts it in any way, shape, or form. Now, if like me, you need to go back and get those collectibles, it's pretty easy to do because you can go to previous chapters and view the various checkpoints, and it'll show you how many of the collectibles you've missed. The combat is still pretty simplistic. You have a dodge, quick and heavy attacks, and then the mirror, which acts as sort of a power-up skill, slowing down time just enough for Senua to mercilessly butcher her enemies. Scattered throughout her journey, you'll also experience puzzles that you need to solve. Some involve seeking out symbols in areas, while others are involved triggering different versions of the space to open up new areas. It does require a little back and forth at times, but I still felt satisfied with accomplishing all these tasks. For me, I love the game from start to finish, but if you didn't enjoy the original title, I'm not sure that this is going to change your mind at all. The game is a visual and audible masterpiece. The people at Ninja Theory and Microsoft Game Studios should really be proud of what's been accomplished with this game. Senua Saga Hellblade 2 was developed by Ninja Theory and published by Xbox Game Studios. It's available on the Xbox Series consoles and Microsoft Windows PCs. You can play Senua Saga Hellblade 2 May 21st, 2024. And with that, keep the shiny side up and the slippery side down. I'll see you at the next one, folks.